Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worrying. I get it, the odds seem stacked back against the wall, but even consider it such, know you'll stand tall. Sat and watched from the sidelines one too many times. Wicked games we play make me wanna lose my mind. Found solitude knowing it'll be over soon. Ever need a boost, count on me for the 1-2. Trouble don't last when the tough get going. Baby, all we do is win, so show me my opponent. Adversity, doubt, stress, could care less, cause how we handle those like an S on our chest. Super proud of how we held it down on the way up. Can't wait for our day to ball, this is a layup. Nobody ever said this would be easy, but trust when I say that you got it. I know you've been looking for a breakthrough, trying our best to make do. Every day is something new, but change gon' come, oh yes it's true. Brighter days are straight ahead. Follow me, won't be misled. Just look up, don't hang your head, and we'll get to the promised land. Somebody loves you, please don't forget such. Take your time, no need to feel rushed.
Shit. Hey, there we go. There we go. Wait, there we go. So, apparently Beck just came out with a new vid taking responsibility for my past.
Well, good afternoon, my lovies. It's Wednesday, so whenever I get this finished, just know that today was the day it started. Apparently we're just gonna bash Beck for some reason. I don't know what Beck ever did to Shanny, but we're about to find out.
Is she actually taking responsibility? We're gonna find out, you know? Okay.
Have you ever taken responsibility for a goddamn thing that you've ever done on this planet? No, you haven't. You blame other people. You would never take accountability for one horrific thing that we have seen you do, and I've been covering you for a long time. You are no one to talk.
She has to do her little scribbles, of course, because like Amberlynn Reed, she likes to color like a 10-year-old. So, not that I'm saying coloring is bad. It's very therapeutic and wonderful.
Oh, did you put your foot in your mouth again? Because didn't someone send you coloring books, or didn't you buy some off Amazon? You 10-year-old, you mentally 10-year-old, 42-year-old. Did you realize that a lot of people like to do adult coloring, and it's a little insulting for you to say it's what 10-year-olds do? You just meant Beck is that 10-year-old, but nobody else that does it is. You sound so stupid.
But Nickelodeon
aesthetic, yeah.
10-year-old. You see what I mean?
Pretty 90s.
Yeah, totally 90s.
It is 90s, which I can respect.
There you go. But what do you think Beck's gonna say? What do you think's gonna happen?
Look,
what is the speculation? What does the chat say? Hi, Dragonfly. Hi, Sydney. Hi, Poetic Justice. Your faith in humanity continues to drop in the depths of hell. Why is that, Poetic Justice? Why is that? Are you disappointed about Beck? I said she was full of shit.
There was a shooting, apparently.
Oh.
That's possible. That's what they're referring to.
Oh, today must be put our foot in our mouth day, huh, Shannon? Yeah, there was a shooting. Maybe if you got off your ass and actually looked at the news once in a while instead of what Beck is doing, maybe you would have known that. But of course you didn't, because you live in your own delusional little bubble of nothing land.
No, let me see.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's go to news. All right, Wookie. What's going on in the news? Holy shit.
You've helped us a lot, Wookie. Like you've really helped. I want to thank you.
Where's the news?
Oh my God! I think Ken did Amber recently?
No.
It looks like it.
Where? He did do Amberlynn Reed.
20 minutes ago.
YouTube's greatest chef. Oh Jesus.
Oh shit! He did her cooking videos.
Oh my God! Ken did her 10 minutes ago.
That's awesome. That's fucking great.
There you go.
I love it, man.
We get reviewed sometimes by Cinnamon Toast Ken too.
That's fucking true. That was a great honor.
Hello to Mary. I love you. You got really nice boobies and you're pretty.
Yeah, I'm sure it was an honor to be covered by Cinnamon Ken Toast brand, whatever he is. I know him, but I don't know the name off the top of my head. But he dragged you to filth in it, so I don't know why you're so honored.
I'm going to say a word to Mary. I want to remain holy, so I'm not going to say a word to Mary. Okay? want to be holy.
Okay, I'll say she has nice boobs and she's pretty.
Well, I'll just say her in that cowboy deal when she got to Ken. Wow.
How about her in the Star Spangled Banner?
No, that cowboy.
Bikini.
No, the cowboy outfit.
Okay.
That was unbelievable. He's a lucky man. He is really fucking lucky, Ken. So.
All right.
Yeah. I'm lucky too, though. Look at this. I'm lucky too. But yeah, he's lucky. Yeah, exactly. See, I want to be holy.
Okay, we're doing Amberlynn Reed today. We're doing Beck today.
That's right. Beck.
I don't know who's next.
We got to keep up with Cobes too. He's so good. I enjoy watching him.
I enjoyed watching Cobes.
I actually do.
I have to be honest with the audience.
Yeah.
Beck is kind of boring. It's like kind of good, kind of boring.
That's rough. I think that's what a lot of audience members.
And what would your show be called? Kind of good and kind of a dumpster fire, all in one? Because that's pretty much. I can't even give you kind of good. I can give you kind of and dumpster fire. That's the name of your show.
Used to say about typo negative.
That's exactly what her name should be. Kind of good, kind of boring.
That's definitely what a lot of people call typo negative.
Anyway,
so
shall we start?
Sure.
I had a different intro recording this video, but I mainly talked about ideas I had for the channel. With everything going on in my life at the moment, I'll be taking a break for a while, so I did my best to edit the rest to make sense. Sorry, my girlfriend's a pig. Love, Beck.
Love. XOXO, Beck.
Why are we being so mean to Beck all of a sudden? Hasn't Beck been through enough with Amberlynn Reed for that many years? Now you're going to go, you've gone after Chantel. There's nothing to talk about there, so now you're going to attack Beck? Yikes. Yikes. That's a bad look. That's the meaning of this live that you're doing? To make fun of Beck? I'm not going to let that happen. Imagine being Beck, someone who never wanted to be on YouTube, never wanted to be seen on the camera, was not comfortable with being on the camera, and being stuck glued to Amberlynn Reed, being her gopher, and being online even though you don't want to be online. If I was with someone who was constantly streaming whether I wanted to be on it or not, and they didn't respect my feelings or my boundaries, that person would not be in my life anymore. And we all know that Amberlynn Reed needed a lot of help, and it all came from Beck because she couldn't do anything herself.
Good Lord. Hi, Vixen.
I just wanted to warn you, since this audio starts kind of abrupt.
Okay.
Oh, take off your headphones, folks. She gave us an audio warning. Warning, Real Robertson. There is an audio eruption that's going on.
That did sound like Cartman.
Yeah.
You sounded like Cartman.
That's awesome, Bud Digger.
Absolutely true.
Hello, people. Be gentle. The internet is scary.
It is.
Yes, it is half Eden, half face wart.
Jesus.
You have a lovely name.
I don't know where the future of this channel is heading because I've honestly just been going with the flow since coming back. After this, I want to start moving away from making girl world content. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm not grateful or that I don't want to embrace my entire audience. I don't want to completely ignore my past going forward. I just feel like I've finally been able to stand up for myself and talk about my side, and that's all I ever really wanted to do. I felt in the beginning like I needed to come back again and finally say something I hadn't said before. I wanted to share my part in all of...
God, she has to write it out. That's how phony Beck is. She has to write it out.
Did you ever stop and think maybe she writes it out so she doesn't forget what she wants to say? Because this is very nerve-wracking for her, and I can tell by the tone of her voice. She's not comfortable doing this, and you're going to judge her for it? Yikes. You have a lot of fucking nerve.
Huh.
She can't ad-lib this shit. She can't be genuine.
Script it.
She's got to script it.
Didn't Beck say that Beck would like to be called they or them, and you still can't get to that? You still can't understand that that he or she or they or them or he, she is pronouns, and that's what people go by in 2025? Wake up, Shannon. You're the one who's supposed to know all about
That
this.
sounds good to what I think my audience needs to hear.
I did that with my testimony, but I only did that for myself, actually, to have a coherent, linear timeline of what happened to me.
Why is she, like, putting down the, like, Ghostbuster ooze?
It's artistic. It's supposed to be ASMR for your eyes, you know?
What's up, Vixen? Enjoy your devil's lettuce, man.
Devil lettuce, bro.
Beck's pronouns are they and them.
Oh, roll your eyes at someone's pronouns when you have a son who's LGBTQ plus, don't you? But you're gonna roll your eyes because Beck wants to be referred to as they or them and not he or she. Why is that a problem for you, Shannon? Why is that such a big deal? That's their choice, not yours. Get over it.
I'll try. I try to honor that stuff. So.
Oh my God, forgive this poor old ass person for not remember someone's pronouns. I'm going to burn for that.
But your son is a member of the LGBTQ community and you support it according to you. So it has nothing to do with being old. It has to do with it being, you are aware of how other people's feelings about what they choose to be called. What's the big damn deal? What's the problem? You just have to have something negative to say about people because you are such a miserable, miserable cow? Yeah, that's why. That's why you act like this.
It's they and them. Okay, we'll try.
Uh-huh, okay. So how Beck felt, when she knew Amber was flirting with underage girls and her current ex-girlfriend?
So Amber, I don't watch any Amberlynn or Chantal. I only watch Shanny. She was talking to underage girls, and you're supporting her? Because I don't support anyone that speaks to underage people in that creepy way that you're supporting, apparently.
Well.
Or maybe she was into it. I don't know.
This after being provoked for so long.
I mean, you are the company you keep.
While having my story told for me in a hurtful and untrue way for years. It was a combination of my circumstances, the right timing, and my own choices that brought me back to YouTube again. I didn't know at the time what I was really getting myself into. I deserve to speak my piece and so many of you listened, and I'll forever be grateful for that. Every step of the way I wasn't sure what to expect from the audience or from her in retaliation. I wanted to make this video now to try and take responsibility for my actions and things people have criticized me for in the past and in the present. I want to move forward to reflect and to learn. I want to be held accountable, but I also want to show that change can be possible. For me, for you, even for people like Amberlynn.
Are you trying to be a politician, Beck?
It sounds that way. Do you want to be a mayor or something?
This sounds like a politician's speech when he gets fucking caught in a scandal.
That's true.
This is Shanny actually doing a live. That was the fakest, most pathetic laugh I've ever heard in my life. And if you think it makes you look good in any way, you're sadly mistaken. Look at your face. Yikes. Yikes.
Really right.
If they are willing to accept their faults. It isn't beyond any of us, but growth isn't simple. Forgiveness isn't simple.
Oh, well, happy birthday to your man, Vixen. I hope he has a good one.
Yeah, me too. I mean, Shredder, if you feel that the Lord's telling, you feel that you're being told that, do it.
Amen.
I do not forgive Amberlynn, and she also does not need my forgiveness to change. It's now.
Wow. You claim you love Christ and you say you can't forgive Amberlynn?
What the hell is that? Then
If you can't forgive Amberlynn, then God won't forgive you, Beck.
That's right.
Oh, just like you forgave Rev for putting his hands and his feet on your child. You forgave him real quick, didn't you? And you think you're going to heaven based on your religious beliefs? You think that someone like you has any business in heaven? Because you don't. I'm here to tell you, you do not.
Like, holy shit.
That's correct.
Like, yeah. You're as cringe as Amber.
You're gonna talk about being cringy to someone else? Are you kidding, queen of cringe? You are the queen of being cringy. That laugh that you just did was cringy. Everything that comes out of your mouth is cringy. How dare you? What a hypocrite.
You're right, Shredder. Like, there's going to be crazy shit that's going to start. So get safe.
To defend yourself against attacks and criticism. I have a lot of thoughts about all of it. I've been messy. I've been confused. I've been wrong and defensive. I think it's time I admit to my wrongs and correct the few narratives surrounding myself and my past.
Hi, Bloop Nation.
Before getting into the past, I want to quickly talk about the discussion of cancer that happened during my last live stream.
I think she's coming off like this because she doesn't want to get any more hate from the community. Mm-hmm. She's just trying to avoid people coming at her. I mean, them. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Exactly. Yeah. This is exactly what this is. She's just trying to... People say she's taking accountability. No, she's trying to get out of accountability.
I think Beck is a genuine person, and I don't think this is not taking accountability at all. When have you ever done anything about this, Shanny? How come we don't talk about your cancer prognosis anymore? What happened to that? You couldn't keep up with the lie, so you just stopped talking about it like it never happened? And where's was... But Beck's the disingenuous one, right? Liar.
Because she won't face the consequences of her actions and her girlfriend's actions. Instead, she fucking hides like a coward and says, oh, I'm taking accountability. Bye, bitches.
Can we be straight up here, though?
Yeah.
We know that she pursued a, 16 or 17-year-old or something?
Yeah, when she was 30, apparently. That's the rumor.
There you go. I mean, I think
they're all into it.
yes. Yes.
Why else would Beck be with not one but two of them?
Correct.
Come on.
Absolutely.
Don't mind those Minecraft drop downs that I keep getting. My son uses this phone when he's playing his game on it, so. And his YouTube is connected to mine so I can see what he's watching. And apparently this is one of them, King Zippy. I'm going to have to check that out.
Exactly, Lucky. She still wants to do YouTube, but she doesn't want to keep having all these people on her ass all the time for the past. Yeah, fuck her. You know, everyone on YouTube has to take accountability for their past and go through the hate train.
Yeah.
She, you know what? She needs to go through the hate train too, just like every YouTuber has to go through. You know, it's a rite of passage, really.
I was just going to say that.
You have never taken accountability for shit, and you are one of the worst people. That's why I love covering you guys so much, because both of you are so disgusting and so vile and so self-centered. That's why it gets any clicks at all.
You fucking coward, Beck.
You haven't bled yet.
You coward.
You gotta bleed. But
Coward.
first blood and last blood, you know?
When I post reaction videos, I edit them so I don't sound too silly. I have some more time to think about my answers before posting them publicly when recording a video rather than reacting live. I want to say here and now that Amber...
And Beck just explained why Beck does things the way he or she or they or them, they choose to. They choose to edit so they don't come off sounding silly. That's what just came out of Beck's mouth. That's exactly what I'm trying to tell you. This is not comfortable for Beck at all on any level. So maybe you could have a little bit of compassion for that person instead of dogging them for it. That's what the godlike thing to do would be. Not sit there and judge and make jokes and tell that person how boring they are. You ain't anything to watch either.
Amberlynn did have cancer. I didn't want to confuse the audience further. I only meant to say that I didn't know the details
Oh, now
anymore.
you're saying
and couldn't
Amberlynn
clarify
did
those
have
details.
cancer while
Going into
alluding
detail
that you
and
don't know
giving
if she
any
did or
answer other
not.
than yes, she did have cancer was wrong of me. My intention wasn't to stir up even more speculation. But
Oh, she's such a bitch.
Oh, she's such a bitch. Again, they or them, not he or she. Why is it so hard for you to keep up with people's pronouns? It's 2025, Shannon.
Yup, you guys all go through it. Hatred for years until you come out on the other side, not giving a fuck up. Not giving a fuck build character. Yeah, exactly.
It does build character.
It does build character.
Hate. But see, when they get involved in your life
Yeah.
and they start messing with your family, that's a big problem.
You don't have to have any oils or incense against Paul.
Oh, don't worry.
Just rebuke him in the name of Jesus.
Yeah, you don't need any ritual. Hi, Anya. You don't need no ritual, Shredder. You just have the faith in your heart that you're protected and it's done.
Hi, Anya. How are you?
He honors above everything. The God of the Bible honors faith above everything. Because it takes faith to step out and actually do something for God. Okay? That's the common denominator all through the Bible of all the great patriarchs. They had faith above everything. Faith in the Creator. So your faith will save you, Shredder. Don't fear. Amen, bro. Okay, you're with Jesus. 100%. If you're with Jesus, he is going to take you by the hand. And what happens to you is ordained by God. The devil can't win against you at that point. You're in the script of Christ. And he will not allow you to deviate. You're going to do exactly what you're supposed to. All right, bro? Just witness. Remember to witness to people. You got the gift now. You spread that gift. And you're blessed. And I'm a reverend. I bless you. You go forth and give the...
Yeah. I'm a reverend too. I have my reverend degree that I got off the internet just like you did. Should I start going out and blessing people and start telling them I'm a Reverend Ella? Reverend Ella, and I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ. If anyone needs to be rebuked, it's you two.
Gospel. Because I'm telling you, he's coming soon. The shit we see in this country is all prophecy, I'm telling you. And a lot of people have seen it. I was blind to it, and I supported Trump in 2016 because of Alex Jones. You're welcome, Shredder. I love you, man. Yeah, you know, you said you used to believe in Jesus. Now you do again? That's one of the biggest things for me. Okay? That's my role on this planet, is to do that. So if you're back in there, brother, I hug you. Okay? And you're going to be okay. Don't fear. Because fear is the mind killer. The fucking devil is a liar and he already lost. Okay? So he can't hurt you. Ball's a fucking bitch. You could step on him in the name of Jesus.
Correct.
Because you're greater than all those fake gods. Okay? I love you, man. You're going to be all right. I praise God that you came back. You need him. Trust me. I don't know why you said I'm not into that. It's probably churches and people, right? That's why you lost your faith in Jesus. because of the dog shit churches. I don't blame you, but don't blame that on.
Oh, it's the churches. You avoid churches. That's probably a good idea because if Shanny walked in with you, which never would happen because she can't walk, the whole thing would just burn to the ground. Please stay out of the churches. I just found a great church that I'm going to start my kids in. Yeah, church is good. Go to church. It makes you feel better. If that's what your belief is. I'm not telling anyone what to believe. I don't do that with politics or religion. I'm just speaking for myself. I like going to church. It makes me feel better when I leave there. And that's what having faith or believing means. But you don't do any of that. You two just sit on the couch and tell everyone else what they should do to get better. Well, it doesn't work like that. Sorry. It's not the same for everybody, and it's not ever going to be. We're all going to have different religions. We're all going to have different opinions on the politics, and I just don't choose to cover that. So I don't know why these two stoonods do.
Him. He said that the churches would be shit at the end. He said it. So you're with him, you're in, and now the devil's a bitch. He can't do anything with you.
Correct. 1 minute. Can you talk to them for a second?
Sure, I thank you for giving me that opportunity, you know?
No problem.
Because that's the serious work.
Yeah, thank you for that. No problem. Like, she's so over him talking that it just makes her skin crawl when he speaks. And this is supposed to be what we are supposed to believe a true marriage is like. Yikes. It's not like that at all.
Yeah, fear leads to everything bad. Yoda was oh my god, we could talk about that. Yoda. There's some occult shit where it was Crowley. It's Crowley type stuff. They tore open a portal and a being came through and it looked just like Yoda, like identical. So I think George Lucas has seen some stuff.
Oh, Yoda's real? Star Wars is a documentary on the history of our world? Like, what the hell are you talking about right now?
I'm recovering from Catholicism. That's fine. You know, you can even be a Catholic, Shredder. That's fine. Okay? There's plenty of saved real believers in the Catholic Church. It's just the Vatican is demonic. You get it? And I won't ever go under a Catholic because of that. I believe the papacy is one of Antichrist. It's the Antichrist. It's one of the Antichrists in the world. So I can't call myself Catholic. I just don't believe that, you know. But you could be Catholic and saved, without a doubt. You're Jewish, Sydney. Very cool. Okay? Like, I studied so much Hebrew roots, like I probably know most of what you would know about your faith. Jesus never made a church. Jesus, 12 years old, walking the desert to find people to preach. 2, he doesn't want you to go to church. He wants you to seek him out. That's like perfectly said. Poetic justice. That's a 10 statement, yeah.
But I thought the whole point of going to church was to praise Jesus, and now you're telling us that it's not?
Buildings are dog shit. I mean, that Jesus said, he said to the woman at the well, she said, what's the correct place that I should go worship God? And he said, and she goes, your people say it's over at the temple, and my people say it's over on this mountain. And he said, look, verily I say unto you, that the day's going to come that it doesn't matter if it's the temple or the mountain. You're going to worship me in your heart with spirit and truth. You don't need a father or a fucking building for that. You could do that wherever you're at, in your temple, which is your body. I met Belle through the Catholic... Wow. Whoa, that's a statement. Okay. All right, you're laying down some very deep shit there, Shredder. Okay.
You just sent me a link to Kay's cooking? Oh, she is a trip.
She is a
We
trip.
could do some Kay's cooking.
We could do her, yeah. That's incredible, Shredder. And just be with Jesus, you're fine.
Yeah.
Keep Jesus.
Exactly.
I don't want to go into all that stuff because we're doing Beck here. So...
What you taking there, Shanny? Taking some pills? Is it pill time for you, Shanny? Is pill time for you all day long, from the time your eyes open to the time you go to sleep? I think it is.
We are.
I got to get off of that. But, dude, you're going to be fine because you got Jesus. That's all you need. And look up that AI picture that they did from the Shroud of Turin. I'm telling you, that's his face. If you want to see the face of the actual Messiah, look up the AI picture from the Shroud of Turin. That's him. There's no doubt. So now there's no excuse. You know his face and everything.
Oh, Kay's cooking strikes channels for... Yeah, then never mind.
Yeah, she definitely does.
I don't want to deal with a striker.
No, that's not.
Kay's cooking strikes channels for reacting to her channel. She's such a nice lady, though. I don't know why. And her channel does great. She gets a lot of views on it, but I guess you got to be tough when you got to be tough. I don't mess with Kay.
Not worth it.
Sorry.
Jesus died on the cross so you can have the main line to him and God. He died so you don't have to go to a preacher to go to him. Exactly.
Amen.
That's right, poetic justice. And then see, there's these freaks that are in religion. They're in religion when Jesus was anti-religion, okay? He was anti-structural fucking shit. He was, your body is your temple. You don't need a fucking building. That's his motto.
Well, if your body's your temple, you're really doing a shit job with your temple because you smoke like a chimney, you eat absolute garbage, and you drink coffee all day. So how is your temple doing?
Yes.
Anti that shit. He'd be so anti the papacy, you have no idea, okay?
But my
Shed
intention
blood. All right, sorry.
doesn't matter when that was a result. I'm sorry for commenting on it whatsoever, and I never will again. My stance is firm and will not change. I was there for it, and me not remembering details is not due to it not being a valid or real experience for her. It was. I do want to comment on her reaction to this in her recent videos. I understand that she is upset that I brought this up at all. I tried to clarify in the comments of my video and in a community post immediately after the live stream, but I understand that the damage was done for some. That criticism is understandable.
God bless you, Shredder.
However, Amberlynn has
God
used
bless
this as a way to rewrite history and say that me not remembering details was because I didn't care and that I was an awful partner. That's just not true. As she said herself, I was there for her at the hospital for days. I was worried. I was updating family and friends every step along the way. I didn't want people to think I'm some saint for doing this, but I want you to know that no one would have done those things if they didn't truly care about someone. I wouldn't have been there during the doctor appointments. I wouldn't have stayed with her every day at the hospital. I wouldn't have taken care of her while she was recovering if I did not care. While I was physically there for Amberlynn, my attention was split between her and my mother's own battle with cancer. During Amberlynn's time in the hospital, my mom's health was quickly declining. She entered hospice care on July 16th. We lost her July 24th. That's the reason my memory isn't clear. Still, I was wrong for bringing it up. I admit that. And I will not be speaking on cancer or any serious physical health details after this. I also will not be speaking on or speculating on Amber's weight or relationships. I have discussed and brought to your attention hygiene and mental health and other similar things because of their direct impact on me and my past relationship with her. But I try hard to only speak about my own involvement in most of.
You know, I'm sorry, but this is bullshit. This individual went on stream, and to a person that they supposedly loved, they spew all of this dog shit about they're crippled. They are, say, handicapped. Amberlynn is so big, it's like she's handicapped. And they go on to tell all of the stuff about personal hygiene and stuff like this. You never loved Amberlynn at all, Beck, if you're capable of doing that. It's disgusting. And that comes from a person that is it helps with that kind of stuff with their partner. You don't.
Are you kidding me? Are you really going to go after Beck and say she didn't do shit for Amberlynn when you know that's a goddamn lie? That is a total and utter lie. She did everything for Amber, including wiping her behind, I'm sure, because she's bigger than Shanny and much shorter than Shanny, much like Chantal, but we won't go there right now. But I 1000% believe that Beck loved Amberlynn. Why would she have stayed for that long? Why? For what purpose? If she was so miserable, if they were so miserable, why did Beck stay for as long as Beck did? Wake up.
Give a shit about Amberlynn, and you never did, and now you're using her. I'm sorry, but that's what I see.
Yeah.
That really is what I see.
Why does it look like aliens threw up? Huh.
It looks
That kind of looks more like alien blood cells.
Yeah. Well, Bullet Dancer, it looks like she's into the same shit. Or they are, sorry.
Oh, God. Go away, chat disruptor. No one gives a shit about your little half fucking feel sorry for the fucking people who fucking are possible or child abusers. Holy shit, what is wrong with you?
That's what I agree with that, Shanny.
Oh, is that what you agree with, little baby carrot? Nobody asked, number one. Number two, you are known as Rev the Kid Kicker, okay? If I have to make that name all over the place, I will, just so it sticks to you. You hit a child, and I will never get over it. I will never, ever, ever forgive you for that. You showed your ass. You showed who you really are. You're an abusive, miserable little man.
Yeah. I very agree with that.
I don't care about their feelings. And I don't care about your feelings either on the topic.
There you go.
Go somewhere else and bitch.
Yeah.
Context surrounding them. While I was dating Amberlynn, I chose to be ignorant to a lot of things going on and to a lot of her behaviors. I did it with good intentions, but that didn't matter. I was still an enabler to her behavior for years.
Yes, Beck. You were just so innocent and wonderful and sweet in the entire fucking relationship.
Come on.
No one in any relationship is always the poor and, one we have to have empathy for. Everyone has problems in your relationships. You, of all people, should know that because we've all seen your blow-ups and your crash-outs. But, she was very good to Amberlynn. Very good to her. So why don't you shut your big mouth?
Get out of here.
This is scrubbing character and whitewashing.
I know.
When she came out, and she was the one to violate that type of trust that you have with a love. The actions of taking care of your partner in that way.
It's so dumb.
She is just not. They. Sorry, I keep doing the she thing, but they are disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They are disgusting.
I don't care if Amber.
I believe in the people you keep company with, okay? If the one you're with is a shitty person, you, as their partner, are gonna do shitty shit with them.
Yes.
Period.
Yes.
You're with a shitty person, and so is he. You two are a perfect match for each other. Did you forget? Do I need to go down the list of shitty things that Rev has done in the past 6 years? Do I need to go down the list? We all know about the abuse. We all know about the drinking. We all have seen him say horrific things to you and spit on you. But that's okay, right? That's a good person? That's the good person you're with, so you must be a good person too, because you're a horrible person. You two deserve each other's misery, and I hope you're together for a long time. Just so you're aware, people in healthy marriages or healthy relationships don't lie about breaking up. You don't break up in a marriage. There's no breakups. That's what boyfriends and girlfriends do. Sorry. When you're married, you work through it. Marriage is work. And we all know that you two don't like working. Working is a bad, bad word for you. So the work that you have to put into your relationship for it to be healthy, where you're supporting your partner, actually takes work. Even when they piss you off, you still have to be there for them. That's a healthy relationship. Unconditional love, which I think 1000% Beck showed Amberlyn. I don't think that it was reciprocated, though. That's my opinion. But I don't know a lot about them, so I could be totally wrong.
And all of this, they keep saying Amberlyn abused Beck. That's bullshit. The timer thing is weird behavior. The choosy thing is weird behavior. It's not abuse. That's crazy.
It really is.
It's bizarre behavior, yes. But I mean, she's mentally ill. There's no doubt that she has issues.
Well, you and Shanny have mental health issues, so I guess you're being ableist, huh, Jason? If you're going to talk about someone else's mental health issues, I guess yours are up for grabs to talk about too, right? How do you like it? Do you like it?
And BPD. I mean, she's going to do certain things.
Like, I just don't believe that Beck is like this innocent character
Not.
in the relationship. That just, honestly, that goes against all relationship code. You know, if the relationship is broken, both people fuck up.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not even realistic that Beck expect that people believe this, that it's totally one-sided. That's ridiculous. I think the choosy thing is a form of regression, personally. Age regression. That's intelligent, Jane. Yes. Sorry, June. My eyes are horrible.
So Beck has age issues. She's not. Do you realize that the moment you started becoming an alcoholic is the moment your brain stopped growing and stopped progressing? Did you know that? The same thing with Delta 8 and your medications.
Right in June. You're right. I agree with that. Abuse is kicking your. Okay. I fucking.
every day you say the same stupid thing over and over again.
This is like it's 6 years old now, Shannon.
Yeah.
It's 6 years old.
You need to stop. You're not welcome here.
I mean, this is insane.
I don't think Beck is claiming to be innocent. She admitted to things on her end. No, she didn't. What did she admit on her end?
Yeah, the time.
She took responsibility for the things that she feels she did wrong in the relationship. Did you miss that because you were too busy taking your pills and writing whatever you were writing down while Jason talked? Because we all know you just tune him out like the rest of us do.
Timer thing is controlling. I agree on you.
But what honest thing did she admit to on her end, other than I admit the bad things I did on my end?
Yeah.
She never went into details. Get out of here.
No.
It's herself, myself, my family are
Vague statements she makes to make herself look better.
Yeah.
That's what I notice. You guys get so manipulated by these fucking word games, I swear to God.
Yeah.
friends and the audience watching. Now I know that I can't change someone else, that they need to make changes themselves. Helping someone is not always helping them. Sometimes by helping them, you're only enabling them to become a worse version of themselves. I also want to admit to enabling her when it came to spending money and the food she ate. I fell into a dynamic where it became normal to talk down to me and to yell when I said no.
Oh yes, she always was the one to talk down to you and yell at you, even though on camera, it's you talking down to Amber saying, "No one cares!"
I always thought it was Eric that said, who yells, who cares? I always thought that was Eric. It was Beck. I don't know about that. I'd have to check with my ALR special knowers of all ALR stuff. Isn't it Eric that says the who cares thing?
Wasn't the only one who talked down to you and yelled at you. You yelled and talked down to her too. You fucking child. You can't even take responsibility for the fucking shit you do in the relationship. Other than, I take responsibility for all the bad things I did without saying what they are. Get out of here. Don't be stupid.
No, didn't this happen in 2020? Am I right? 2020?
Yeah.
It's 5 years old.
I know, right?
Not 3, 5 years ago.
Leave us alone.
You act like
Let's not.
like
I don't want to talk about it.
criminal.
Okay? They just want to disrupt the chat.
To be pushed and pushed until
Well, if you and Jason are so innocent in that situation, then why not talk about it? If it's going to make your chat more, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, more interesting, or if you want to actually get a real conversation going, why is that like a banned word to talk about the CA that your boyfriend did to your own child? And then you were told not to let that boyfriend back in, and you did it the second he got out of jail. But you lost your children over that, and you don't want to talk about it, because I wouldn't want to talk about it if I was you either. I'd be pretty fucking embarrassed.
I caved and gave into her request, and then I would just cave faster to avoid the pushing. That's not normal. I should have taken more people's advice than
ignore
that,
it.
and now I wish I had. I want to also address here both of the GoFundMe situations. The first one in question was the GoFundMe that my family made for my mom. This was to help with medical bills that were piling up during her cancer treatments. Amberlynn helped buy...
No, she's trying to get out of her responsibility for being with Dakota. She's telling me she doesn't know anything like this, but yet it's rumored that Amberlynn knew about it and she released it, but yet Beck is like trying to claim, oh, I didn't know about it, but Amber did. How does Amber know about it? And yet you don't, Beck.
I really can't comment on this because I have no idea what she's talking about. I don't know who Dakota is, and I don't think Amberlynn ever lied about having cancer like Shanny did.
Don't lie.
Ow, ow.
Holy shit. Done being the nitpicking. You're gonna get blocked for that, okay?
sharing the GoFundMe to her subscribers at the time, but it did end up causing some controversy when people began saying that because my mom had remarried, that she would have had insurance to cover all her needs. When donating your own money to a cause, I can understand why this would worry anyone who contributed. At the time, my mom was in a relationship with her partner Jerry, who she did marry, but their marriage was not legally binding. They had a ceremony with a relative as the officiant. She wanted to have the ceremony, but didn't want to get legally remarried. My mom was very religious and had been married before to my dad. After their divorce, she didn't want to legally marry again. She called what she had with Jerry a Bible marriage, and it was not official, and so she couldn't benefit from his insurance. They had a small wedding for themselves and the family, but there were never any signed legal documents. I believe money is always a difficult topic for anyone. Asking for money, for help, especially among people who grew up in poverty, can be like asking for blood. If you've ever dealt with heavy medical bills, you know how complicated and sinister the American medical system can be.
Beck is 100% correct. And I don't know how old Beck's mother was, but if she was under 65, she wasn't getting Medicare. That would mean everything that her insurance didn't cover, which is a ton. I can tell you firsthand because I watched my mom, and she had Medicare. And she had her retirement, and she still had to pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for her treatment of cancer. So nothing Beck is saying is incorrect. What are you going to say about that now, Big Mouth? Because you wouldn't know. Because you don't even know how mammograms work. But you told everyone you had breast cancer. Don't think I'm ever going to let that go. The loss of my mother made me dislike you even more over the cancer scam, and I didn't think that was possible.
Agreed to promote the GoFundMe because I was really hoping I could help my mom. None of us expected the backlash that came from it at the time. Instead of explaining all of this respectfully and showing understanding for everyone's concerns, I felt attacked and defended myself and my family instead. During that relationship, I never saw the positivity in the community. I had a lot of negative opinions towards everyone in it and the people who criticized me. This caused me to become overly sensitive toward criticism from the audience a lot, but I was not in the same headspace then that I am now. In criticism, there's always room for understanding and improvement, but it's not the same as an attack, and I see that now. The second GoFundMe situation was post-breakup. I didn't have much to my name at the time. I had the car, the one that Amberlynn was paying for while we were together, but
Yeah, she puts together a GoFundMe for the breakup. How much do you bet she's going to try to do the fucking other GoFundMe?
You are the last person that should be talking about anyone asking for money, okay? This was for her mother's cancer treatments. Yours is for sodies and cigarettes and whatever other garbage you two need.
Like, there's something about Amberlynn and Beck. They're really good at getting money from people.
Yeah.
Amberlyn Reed makes a lot of money herself, and the reason that people were so good at her GoFundMe was because she wasn't lying about it like you were. She actually had cancer, unlike yourself.
With their feel sorry for me stories. I mean, she admitted that Amber was paying for the car, and everyone, I remember in Girl World, was talking about, what is Beck going to do for a car? We got to buy her a car.
Oh.
But it was not paid off. I continued to make payments on the car after moving out, but it had a lot wrong with it. Eventually it broke down. I wasn't sure if it was going to be fixable or if I was going to have to find a way to get a newer car. The original idea for the GoFundMe was to be able to get a newer car. However, the money that was raised, though very generous, was just not enough for that. After closer
Oh, it's never enough.
Wow.
God, they can't believe that that Beck said such a thing. It wasn't enough money for what she needed it for, which was a car. So she's gonna look at him. Are you two kidding me? Remember the key fob? Oh, someone stole her key fob, and it's $350 for a new one, which was an utter lie. Remember that scam? And then poof, it was magically there because people don't just steal key fobs and nothing else. You weren't robbed of your key fob, yet your car stays in the driveway. It doesn't work that way. You just do not.
Really?
It wasn't enough. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
inspection from a family member, it looked like we were going to be able to fix it and keep it working. That was the cheaper option at the time. The majority of the GoFundMe money went to parts and repairs. I used the rest of the money to pay insurance and the car payment and other bills. I understand now that I should have communicated better, and I definitely should not have gotten snappy with people who came for me after the fact. It was easier back then to get a reaction out of me, especially after having such a skewed view of everything that was happening online. I thought that fighting back in a petty way was all I could do. I know that some people were unhappy with me over these incidents, and I'm so sorry to anyone who felt like they were misled.
It's because you purposely misled people until Amber called you out on your shit. And then you had to backtrack in what you fucking said.
Yeah.
Like, how do people not see that she is as big as a liar as Amber, Chantel, and all the rest of those fucking weirdos? Dude, if you see someone that's fucking annoying, just ban them. I don't give a shit. They're just stupid. Pink Pug said Beck is gross and Dakota is super creepy for being obsessed with Amber for years and then dating Amber's ex. Exactly. It's like they got the payout and bounced. Exactly.
Wow. Well, that's scamming, ain't it?
It is scamming.
That's straight up scamming. Wow. I didn't know that. The things you learn.
I know.
I did not know that.
So, like, fuck them, man. That's how I just feel about them.
Yeah.
I really do. People were donating for the wedding fund, so that's some extra money Beck has to save. Oh, people were actually donating for their wedding, too?
Wow.
Ah, bitch, you guys got scammed.
That's some scamming.
Yeah, you guys got scammed. You will never, ever, 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 just know this. You will never see me do a GoFundMe. You will never see me do a GoFundMe. I will.
My God, you should never do a GoFundMe because no one would send you a dime. You and Rap, I'm surprised you haven't. Have they done GoFundMes and I don't know about it or I forgot? Sorry, 5 years has been a long 5 years with these two. Yeah, I don't like that at all. You could attempt to GoFundMe, but I don't think you'd be successful because more people dislike you than like you. So I don't think they want to help you. Plus, people don't usually donate to people who once had close to $1 million and just squandered it away on electronics and bullshit.
Never do it. I don't ever want to do that e-begging shit again.
Yeah, me either.
Pink Puggin said Beck was begging for money to pay their car, but then doubled back and said some of the money went to bills. Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
That's so wrong.
Yeah.
That's really... They should have closed it and gave people their money back.
Yeah, I think she should get the money back.
She should have.
Because that's a lot of money for a wedding.
Yeah.
And now it's not going to happen. Give the money back, Beck.
And they couldn't get the car. So
Yeah.
that money should have been sent back.
Yeah, the money should have been sent back, yeah.
Wow.
I'm sorry, that's scamming.
That is scamming 100%.
Says Mr. and Mrs. Scamathon. You've been scamming for 3-4 years now, okay? So if anyone can spot a scam, it would be you. And I don't think that was the case. And I don't think Beck needs to explain what she spent any money on whatsoever. If someone was open for her to donate to her,
Yes, Shanny, this whole thing was a grift for the wedding. They made like $12,000 in 1 month.
Wow.
All because you don't like Amberlynn Reed. You see how funny it is to be grifted by people? Holy shit.
Huh.
That's why I don't believe they split up. Yeah, exactly.
I understand.
I never called it hate space. I just don't want to deal with assholes. Get off my channel.
Right.
Sorry.
Absolutely.
I have like one solid rule in my chat, and that is oh, I'm so sorry, Bad Wolf. Oh Lord, do I have to? I'm so sorry, Bad Wolf. I didn't mean to do that. Add as moderator.
That one.
There we go.
That was weird.
You got crosshaired. I apologize.
Okay,
I love you. Nacho Dojo. Yeah, exactly. Like, don't be an asshole. If you're gonna be an asshole, I don't want to have anything to deal with you. If you want to criticize me, go criticize on your own channel. You don't have to come to me over your bullshit.
Exactly.
Fuck. Sleep Here said, grifted this whole community, and Precious Shanny has never done a GFM, a GoFundMe. Where's the justice? I know, right? Pink Pug said also Beck was exposed by their family member for harassing Beck's stepsister to the point she had to quit her job after refusing. Wait, Beck wanted to date her stepsister?
Wow. Whoa. Amber wanted to date Beck's sister.
No, Beck wanted to date her stepsister.
Oh my God.
Beck wanted...
I'm sure that's the rumor. I'm sure. And you two idiots are dumb enough to believe that Beck wanted to date Beck's stepsister. Where'd you get that information from? How the hell would you know? You know how stupid you two sound? Oh my God. Oh wow. It's a rumor. You know what people would be saying about you that isn't said already about every rumor we hear about you two, Stunods? Let's be real.
to date her own stepsister.
That's weird. That's definitely weird.
Oh my. They're all fucked up, okay?
Oh my God.
Beck wanted to date her stepsister who was barely 18 at the time.
What the fuck? That's confirmed.
Oh, and listen to Jason. That's confirmed. By who? Who confirmed that for you, you Stunod? Who confirmed that for you? It was a rumor that you heard in your chat. So now because it's negative and it's about Beck, of course we're going to run with it, right? You two are pathetic.
That's confirmed.
These people have no moral character.
Oh, Miss Moral Character or herself over here is going to say that someone else doesn't have moral character. What is moral character exactly, Shannon? Because I could promise that you don't have it. You don't have it. You just like to talk and hear the sound of your own voice, just like Jason. Boring.
I don't know. Has it been verified? I don't know. I don't know.
Sounds like it.
Maybe? I don't know. It's been around. It's on the forums. Oh, wow, it's verified. The stepsister was just a post. Oh, she left a post. No evidence. Maybe I'm wrong, but I never saw the evidence.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Pug said it's been verified and confirmed by Beck's mom and family member.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
That is... Holy shit.
Okay, so stop thinking Beck is all this, like, wonderful fucking cupcake if she wants to date her freaking stepsister like some weirdo.
Whoa.
The moral depravity of these people, I swear to fucking God.
It's pretty high.
Oh, it's the grossest fucking shit on YouTube, I swear.
I find this hysterical coming from two people who have been arrested on live plenty of times, because we've seen it, has been arrested for CA, has been arrested for DV. You have moral character, though, right?
Yeah.
Ugh.
It is.
The sexually immoral will not inherit the kingdom of God.
No.
You don't date family members, period. That's a no-no.
Weird ass people.
You'll have a kid with an eyeball on its butt, or something like that.
Yeah.
And what's the reason for your family wanting nothing to do with you, Shannon? Why is it that you have siblings that you have zero communication with? You think it's a coincidence? Moral character, though, right?
Okay. Yeah, she isn't some meek victim. I could see through her fucking speech. I knew it.
bad communication, and awful reaction. It was never my intention to leave anyone unsure about why they had chosen to support me. At another time, later on, there were a few YouTube channels and their subscribers who raised money for me. I didn't know about this instance until I got a message offering it to me. I was told to use this money for whatever I needed or wanted, no strings attached. The money was used on groceries, bills, things for my bedroom where I was moving at the time, and yes, someone to smoking. I want to thank everyone who donated.
Funny, Shannon, nobody ever stops to give you money, no strings attached, for bills and groceries and things for your bedroom. No one's sending you any money like that. Wonder why.
Thank you, Bad Wolf.
Donated back then to the GoFundMe for my mom, for myself, and to the people who raised that money for me when I was in a difficult position. I really am grateful for the support I've been given over the years, even back then when I couldn't see it. You all contributed to helping me every time. I never wanted anyone to feel like I didn't appreciate it.
Put it on a shirt, you don't date family members? Oh, I would. I'd wear that loud and proud. Becky here wanted to date your stepsister, you redneck fucking Kentucky-ass bitch.
You're gonna run with a rumor that Rev told you and then insult every person that lives in Kentucky? I lived in Kentucky. It was beautiful, and the people there were extremely nice, much nicer than where I live now in New York, where people tell you to go F yourself. So why don't you shut your mouth? Because you couldn't even get someone to be with you in your own family if you tried. I don't believe this at all. I don't even know why I'm entertaining it, but Shanny heard it, so she's just gonna keep running with it as if it's true.
Their generosity. Getting angry and defensive with people was the wrong way to go. I should have been more understanding and grateful. It can be hard to see the good things happening when so much feels.
Yeah, it's hard to understand people who purposely try to corrupt the youth. You know?
Feels like it's going wrong. I remember being called out for things like the typo negative flag, the GoFundMes, and the enabling, and I know I reacted poorly to those things every time. I felt.
Oh, so she got a bunch of stuff during this time too and bragged about it on the internet? What a fucking moron.
You did the exact same thing. You probably got it from Beck. You allowed people to buy you stuff off Amazon because you couldn't afford it. That's not the same exact thing? That's not the same exact thing, Miss Heating Pad, that someone sent you? Shut up.
Not very smart.
No. It ain't smart at all, bros. What a dingbat.
Felt misunderstood for the reasoning behind them, but they were still valid criticisms to make towards me. Taking criticism is hard. Listening to others' opinions.
Yeah, you don't take criticism. You run and hide, Becky. You run and hide, and you act like a little child.
Beck is taking responsibility right now by making this video. This is the way that she does it. Just because it's not the way that you would do it doesn't make it wrong, first of all. Second of all, I really don't know where all this hatred for Beck came from or what Beck ever did, but they don't deserve this.
It's about you is hard, especially if your ego is already damaged. I still should have listened, understood, and reacted with empathy. I worked really hard to get better at those things, and I hope it shows now and in the future. Back then, at some point, though I'm not sure exactly when, a post resurfaced of a horrible picture that was posted on Facebook. A photo of one of my ex's underwear. I didn't post the picture myself, but I'm sure I knew it was going to be posted, so that doesn't matter. I also participated in the comments and the harassment that came along with it. My ex and I had a very unhealthy relationship.
Yeah, you did. You helped your ex get extremely harassed. Oh, and now you're taking responsibility. I took responsibility of it. Therefore, I do not have to face the consequences of said actions. That's the same thing Amberlynn and fucking Foodie does all the fucking time.
What have you ever taken responsibility for? Ever? Name one thing, and we know all your dirt. You've shown your ass, no pun intended, multiple times. Why should we? No, you don't ever take any accountability for any of the horrible things you've done to Jason and to your sons and your parents. That's why everyone hates you, Shannon. That's the reason, because you're a terrible person. You come on here to dog out somebody else who doesn't have any attachment to you or any use for you, or probably doesn't even know who you are. If Beck does know who you are, then yikes. I feel bad that Beck had to see all the grossness, like the OF season with you two. That was disgusting. I'm still getting therapy for that.
Yeah.
But she gets a pass? She gets a pass. Okay, girl world. Give this bitch a pass, alright.
I was stupid and angry and felt justified in something that was disgusting and wrong. There is no justification for that. What happened in the relationship does not matter. Nothing she could have done to me or...
Yeah, you should have thought about that before you spoke up, stupid, and ruined your, previous, newer relationship with Dakota.
You should be ashamed of yourself. I know you never will be, but you really should be, because this person doesn't deserve to be shit on by you. You're a terrible human being. Terrible. Way worse than this person could ever be.
But yeah, you get to keep all the money from Girl World, and then you split out from Girl World. Later, losers. Beck did participate in it. Eric and Beck did it. Eric had a whole video about the underwear. There you go. Yeah, I believe this is damage control as well. Thank you, Be Kind. Foodie is clearly skinnier. I know. I'm so fat.
Anyone excuses or makes her
Oh, like you don't know it's true. She is thinner than you, Shannon. She's thinner than you. You're 5'11" and big. She's a little short thing and big. But she's definitely thinner than you are.
deserving of that being shared. I shouldn't have allowed that post to go up. I didn't stop it from happening. It's all terrible, and I'm sorry, and I've grown enough to know that hurting someone because you're hurt doesn't fix anything. It only causes more pain. I want to talk about my history of saying things.
No shit, Beck. No fucking shit. You still did it, and you should face the consequences of it. You should face that you took all this money from Girl World, and you're not giving the money back, and you go in Splitsville. For, quote-unquote, my mental health.
Things that were offensive and hurtful. Someone sent to me an old clip from a live stream, it was a you now, of me saying very insensitive things. I was reading comments sent in, and the conversation turned
When I took money from people, I took the money for exactly what I said it was for. Fuck off.
Oh, but you asked people for money during your cancer scam, and you never had cancer, Shannon. So looks like you're, again, a huge hypocrite. You can't come on and do these reaction videos because you're no better than the person you're, if not worse than the person you're doing the reaction on. How peculiar.
I didn't take the money and run and act like a little fucking coward.
You didn't take the money and run? I would call taking money under the terms of having cancer and not actually having cancer is the sincere definition of taking the money and running. Shannon, are you that stupid?
I made a hand gesture for okay. People pointed out that that hand gesture could be harmful. I reacted poorly to people's criticism. I had a meltdown. I wasn't listening, and the things I said to defend myself were even worse than what I'd originally done. At the time, I didn't see it as anything offensive. I know now that it wasn't my place to decide whether or not what I said or did was offensive. I'm not affected by racism. Microaggressions exist, especially from white people who don't understand the complexities of being a racial minority in America. I thought...
Oh, shut up.
Almighty.
It's like she's taken every quip that she thinks makes her a good person.
Every quip? Do you understand the English language? Every quip that could make her a better person is not a sentence. That word does not belong there. Look, quip, a noun, a witty remark. Peter ate heartily with a quip about being a condemned man. Do you not know the English language, you sad, sad woman?
And reciting it.
Yes.
Are you running for president, Beck?
I think so.
Holy fuck.
We even mentioned race. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
this is so fucking...
that because my
masturbated.
intentions weren't bad, that what I said wouldn't have been hurtful. But that doesn't mean that words don't have power and cannot hurt others. Intention doesn't dictate how others feel.
Hey,
Okay, what does this mean? What mean?
that's pinky promise.
No, that must mean that I'm racist against Guatemalans.
What, babe?
This means I'm racist against white people.
What, babe? Babe, what are you smoking?
This means I'm racist against monkeys and
Oh my
alligators.
God.
And
She had it.
Oh my god, no. Thank you, Tam Tam, for the $13.99
Thank
super
you.
chat.
For the toe bean.
For toe beans, yes.
Absolutely. Our toe bean babies love it. They have healthy toe beans.
They do. Something wrong with people who keeps always bringing up other people's children.
It's really weird, isn't it?
Yeah, we know who you are. Stay on your side.
Just stay away from our kids.
Yeah, stay away from people's kids, weirdos.
For real.
Tyrannosaurus rexes.
I literally am one of them right now. I'm like, what is this woman saying?
Because they said I threw up a white power hand gesture, so I'm like, okay, fine.
baby, babe.
She did it Elon Musk.
I mean, kind of.
Oh my God. She did an Elon Musk hand gesture. I'm sure she doesn't even know what that means. Beck doesn't know what that means, is what I should have said. Beck doesn't have any idea what that means. That's why she's asking, what does that mean? Shut up, Shannon. Go sit there with that shocked look on your face like you haven't thrown the hard ER out on the N-word 100 times. You're in no position to judge anybody else.
She was getting...
She needs to stop this. This looks so bad.
I understand why she did it, or they did this.
And did you think that your OF that you were filming to make money with 2 kids in the room next door was not repulsive? Yeah, I'll keep bringing old shit up.
Yeah, this, like, I feel bad for Amber, because this doesn't make Amber look good.
Well, I understand Beck, too, though. She's done with this. I can't say this word, that word.
Yeah,
Censorship.
I know, but kudos to Amber for being like, no, stop. You know?
Racist, and this is racist, and this is racist, and this is racist, and everything's racist, and...
Oh my god.
She said she's racist against monkeys!
They tried to say that the Vinland flag is racist.
Okay, first of all,
It's not.
I need to do something real quick.
Yeah, go for it.
Because some people are relentlessly stupid, and I'm really done of their shit doing this.
Stop. It's so childish and dumb. I think most of it's greater, because he's out of his mind. He's a psychopath.
What you doing there, Shan? What you doing there? You blocking people? You putting in words that people aren't allowed to say in your chat? Is that what you're doing?
There.
You pathetic sack of shit.
Go beat the censors,
Can't
assholes.
take it? Can't take the heat?
yeah.
You don't
One more
belong on
thing.
the internet then, do ya? Look,
they
your
wanna come in
dumbass
here
can't even figure it
like the
out.
beast they are.
We'll just sit here and laugh at you.
I'm done with you disrupting my
Oh
chat like
God,
that.
Shannon, you make me sick.
We're gonna take necessary freaking steps here. There you go. There we go.
That's good. It's definitely time.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah. What psychos?
There you go. Have fun, guys.
Thanks to the mods for doing a great job. You're doing a
Yeah,
great,
exactly. Thank you to the mods. You keep up the good work.
You're doing a great job.
I'm so sorry about these people. They're relentless.
They really are.
This is awful, Beck.
Look at what you're. This is
She
what
called black people monkeys!
See, no.
No, I'm not sticking up for this.
Oh, you're not going to stick up for that. Why? Because it's racial? I don't think that Beck meant it to be racial at all. I think she was being completely random, but you're going to sit there with that just so disappointed look on your face. Do you not remember? Were you on too many rugs to remember the things that came out of your disgusting, toothless mouth? Should I start a list of all the extremely disgusting, vile, racist things that have come out of your mouth, and you're gonna sit there shocked?
I'm
I
not
think what
going to
Becky
condone
was
this
trying to
at
say
all.
is that this does not mean whatever you guys are making it mean. This means okay. Have you guys seen people be like,
Okay, fine, what about the emoji?
Oh yeah, there's an emoji that does that.
Yeah. Becky's having a breakdown. I was live and went into panic mode, saying all these exaggerated examples to plead my case, when all I needed to do was shut up and listen. Even mentioning that as an example was narrow-minded. It doesn't matter what my intention was. Watching my reaction back then left me feeling embarrassed and ashamed for ever reacting in that way.
Yeah, but yet you still reacted that way. I'm sorry, just because you take accountability doesn't mean you shouldn't face the consequences of your actions. You know?
I'm going to say it for the third time. You have not taken accountability for anything you've ever done, so you don't get to tell other people what they should do or how they should handle their backlash. You don't handle yours. You hide and run away. It's a flare-up day for you when you have Jason do it. We're all on to your little game, Shannon. You're not smart enough to make one that's actually hard enough for us to figure out.
I understand why it was seen as racially insensitive and upsetting to viewers then and now. It upsets me knowing I said those things to others and got so frustrated and acted with such contempt. I know that hearing what I said in the live stream hurt people. I'm sorry.
The stepsister situation. Oh, is she going to take accountability for it?
Oh my God. In my area of the United States, it's not uncommon to marry your stepsister.
Now I want to address these rumors about my stepsister. This is a complicated issue, and I don't know if bringing more attention to it is the best idea, but I can't let it continue to be misunderstood and spread around the way it has. This all happened right before I met Amberlynn, and the rumor popped up during Amberlynn and I's relationship.
Oh, it looks like she does take accountability for it, Shannon, or at least addresses whatever it is, and I can't wait to see what the actual truth is versus what you said.
At that time, Amberlynn spoke to my family about what happened. She spoke to Jerry, my mom, and my sisters, who told her exactly what really happened. There's even video evidence of her defending me during a live stream where I tried to explain what happened at the time.
Becky never tried to date her stepsister ever. What? Becky talked to this girl one time, and she was trying to be there for her in a message. You can clarify more if you want.
Yeah, okay, so
We're so stupid.
my mom started dating this guy.
Yeah, I call bullshit. This looks like a lie. You see how she's touching her face?
Yeah.
Usually people who touch their face like that when they're saying something, they're lying.
And putting their eyes down?
Yeah.
That's, yeah, sus.
Ugh.
That's sus.
It's so weird how Beck sounds like she's speaking from a chat GPT prompt. She never talked like that before. Like, everything seems so rehearsed, I know.
That's...
And he had this daughter, the stepdaughter, and she was getting on to where I work. And I found out that her girlfriend completely dumped her for some dude at work. And I told her, I'm like, you know, look, I still think, I messaged her, we didn't know each other. I'm like, I still think that you should try to get on despite what happened. Things will be okay. You know, just ignore her if you have to. Do this for you. Don't come to work. You know, don't get the...
You're just having a hard time explaining yourself, Beck.
No, you're not making sense.
So speaking to someone one time is trying to be in a relationship with them? That's new. That's very new. Where did that come from, Shannon? Did you just pull it out of your fat ass? Because last I checked, that's not being in a relationship with someone you've spoken to once in life. And what they're trying to explain is the person was telling the step-sibling, don't let that keep you from working. Like, don't allow this person who's annoying you or bullying you to keep you from going to work. That's what she was trying to say. I'm sorry I had to clarify that for you because you're too stupid to figure it out. Or you're not too stupid, you just want to be a bitch and say horrible shit about this person because you're mad at them now.
Don't refuse to come to the job if, you know, over a girl. Like, wants to see.
Don't refuse to come to a job if you know over a girl. That sounds like something, like you were trying to date you.
Yeah, I'm stumbling over my words because I'm trying to get it.
You effing idiot. You tried so hard to get a got him on her, get your get back right, and you can't even form a sentence. You don't form a sentence, so I would have cut that right out of the live.
Yeah, I know you're stumbling over your words. There's a reason you're bad at lying.
There you go.
I think it's pretty ridiculous that this day and age, just because someone's nice to you, that means they want to date you.
Yeah.
I think that Amber Lynn is covering for her girlfriend right now, because you look like you're lying too, Amber.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. That's right. I agree.
Okay.
We see you.
Okay.
But I didn't explain it as well as I could have because I was on the spot. I find it really upsetting that Amber Lynn has now tried to weaponize this rumor against me, but that is not what is most important. Back then, my mom was dating Jerry, the same man she eventually became Bible married to. My parents had been divorced for a while, but my mom grew up very religious and the divorce was hard on her. Our family supported mom moving on, but Jerry's ex-wife despised my mom. Jerry had a daughter from his previous marriage. She was younger than I was, and I met her once when I'd gone to Jerry's house for the first time with my mom. I never met Jerry's ex-wife. Our families are not in contact anymore and have not been for years outside of still talking to Jerry occasionally. Interpersonal drama was heated back then. I don't exactly know what happened between her and my mother and her partner or between them and Jerry. What I do know is that their daughter started to work. Its girlfriend also worked there. It was a really big plant and you usually didn't see people outside of your department. At that time, the daughter and her girlfriend were having some issues and my mom and Jerry were worried that the daughter would stop showing up to her job. Jerry asked me to message her and encourage her to continue working. I messaged her. I might have said some things about my own experience being queer in a family who didn't support me. I also said the job paid pretty well and that she should continue working there since the place is so big that the likelihood of running into her girlfriend during whatever was happening at the time was very low. But we didn't talk much. I'm not even sure that she responded. I certainly never harassed her at work, and I was never interested in her in any romantic or inappropriate way. I think when things were okay again with her girlfriend, she may have taken offense to my advice, thinking I'd overstepped a boundary by mentioning the relationship. I probably shouldn't have gotten involved, and if me messaging her at all upset her or made her uncomfortable, then I'm sorry for that. Nothing I said was inappropriate or was ever meant to be taken as an advance toward her. This all came out online because her mother,
Yeah, she never meant to hurt Amber and make such offense and cause people to hate her. And she never meant to mislead people into saying Amber didn't have cancer. And she misled herself on her girlfriend. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
You're full of excuses.
Very full of excuses.
Jerry's ex-wife started to post on Kiwi Farms. At first it was just things about Amber Lynn, it seemed. Then it became things about Jerry and her relationship.
We saw the messages. It was inappropriate and Beck was cheating on Amber Lynn. Ooh, I should see that.
Ooh, there you go. That's juicy.
I want to look at that.
With him and her hatred for my mom. And then she told the story about what happened between myself and her daughter. I wish I had more to tell you about it. I don't have any messages to screenshot or evidence to show because, to be honest, they were not part of my life. But in a he said, she said type of situation, there isn't anything I can really say other than that didn't happen. And I never sexually or verbally harassed anyone. The internet is a really scary place. A place where the loudest usually wins and anyone has the freedom to say whatever they feel at any moment. It may feel freeing one minute and restricting another. I'm grateful for the platform I've gained, but I'm also pretty sensitive. Having so many eyes on me, gaining so much attention is hard to swallow. I came back because I didn't see another way out, and I was tired of always being nitpicked, lied about, and pushed by everyone. I didn't know how my return would be received. A few months ago, I never could have imagined that I'd spill so many secrets so publicly or speak so openly about what my experience was really like.
Huh? This is so not her. Madame, sorry. Like, this isn't Beck's personality at all.
This is so dumb sounding.
It's not Beck's personality.
Yeah, someone wrote this for her, I
like
think.
a lawyer or something.
I think so.
This is like
A
lawyer.
lot of you have left comments talking about how I've inspired you with my story, but genuinely, it's you guys who've inspired me. I don't think I would have come
Oh,
forward.
genuinely, it's you guys who inspired me. How rhetoric.
Isn't that beautiful how she brings the people into it, and now your heart's like, well, how could I not support her?
Exactly, Sleep here. And the ALR haters are going to eat it up and forget all about Dakota the Diddler. Exactly.
Dakota the
Beck
Diddler.
always pops up every couple years to ask for money, and this time I think Dakota was really pushing for it to cash in.
Oh. Isn't
Yeah.
that something? Money, money, money.
Money. Money,
Yeah.
money, money, money. Crazy.
You can do good things, bad things with it.
God, man. I need to look for this, man.
I love that song.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to look for the screenshots.
Yeah, I'm going to do some research. I'm going to look for those screenshots so I have something to talk about because I have no content of my own and I have nothing interesting going on in my life, so why not bash other people's? Right? Right.
Of Beck's stepsister.
Oh my God.
Forward without your support. I don't think I would have grown so much without you. I think maybe we could all help each other be better going forward.
Man, this is like Miranda Sings in her little apology.
I know, right?
She forgot to wear the gray hoodie and like sit in the chair
Yeah.
with the white wall behind them.
Pathetic, man.
Sleep here said that's why you should talk about it more, because these hogs like Charlie Gold and Jordy Corny are just gonna sweep it under the rug. Yeah, fuck that.
No, wait.
Wait,
I
hold on.
think that- I don't-
1 minute, guys. Let me fix this.
I think Mr. Snowflake.
Well, I'm gonna call it out. I'm gonna call it out.
We're very vocal what we think should be done with PDF files.
Yes.
We've been very vocal.
Yeah. Let's look at the screenshots.
Rev, shut up. Shut the fuck up.
We're gonna look at the screenshots after Becky pleads how moral she is. That is probably 1 minute. Be right back.
Ooh, who could be calling
Hello?
her? Could it be either of her children? Oh, that's right,
Hello?
she doesn't have children.
How are you? Do I sound better? Oh shit. Holy shit, let me put this down a little bit. Holy fuck. Sorry. Do I sound better? Check it out. 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 Okay, people are being poop heads. I'm going to increase this to days. Ha ha. Read 'em and reap. Troll beans. By the way,
Zero sat fat.
I have a beautiful protein mocha latte.
Oh my
Look at
God.
that. 1 gram of sugar, 110 calories, 3 grams. It's high protein ice latte.
I want to get
coffee.
3 cases of these. There's zero sat fat.
Jason, if you ever want to look like a grown man, you'll eat protein and keep it low on the carbs. That's how you lose weight. You showing us drinks with 1 carb, 1 gram of sugar doesn't mean it's good for you or will help you in any way. You have to eat things that are healthy for you. A drink full of fake sugar is not healthy. I'm pretty sure coffee alone has 0 calories in it, so why not just make your own coffee and add a little cream to it that's not a million calories instead of buying shit off the shelf that just claim to have things in them that are good for you, but you really don't know if they do. Why not just do your own? Too lazy?
There you go.
Hell yeah!
And, 550 milligrams of
Oh
calcium.
my God, that is better than Starbucks. That is really good.
Yummy.
Wow.
Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah. Let me see one of these.
I know gossip
Ew. Ew, what was that? You're gross. You're so gross. It's amazing to me. That's not going to be as disgusting as you.
and drama is fun. I know that LOL cows are a thing for a reason, just like reality TV.
I know that gossip and drama is fun, but My feelings are really hurt that people don't like me right now because they found all this stuff out on me, and I need to take no accountability for what I did, but say I took accountability for it, but run from my actions because I'm the victim.
I was just being a caring and loving stepsister.
I know, right?
That's all I did.
Oh, we're gonna see these steamy freaking DMs.
But I guess I just don't know if continuing to talk about her, even just by calling out her behavior, is what's best. Am I enabling the cycle of abuse further by bringing attention to her at all? I think it's important to call out bad behavior and to give criticism when constructive. But what about when it doesn't reach the person? She does not listen. That's never used constructively. The damage is there and it can't be taken back. The
What
positive
if I take offense of kitty diddlers and I will kick them out of the community and expose them for the frauds they are to humanity? What if I do that, Beck?
How about that?
Huh? Since you got your whole little reaction channels trying to kiss your fucking asshole for some reason, it's my responsibility, I think, to blow it all apart.
Okay, I was going to say bring balance to the force, but yeah, you're right. Blow it apart.
Truth overrides your feelings.
all of this is that I was able to stand up for myself and tell my side of the story, and in turn maybe empower others to do the same. I hope that this video eases the worries of people hurt by my actions. I hope that it clears up some things for the rest of you, and I hope that we can continue to move forward from all of this in different ways. I want to try to be kinder going forward, to think more before I speak. Girl World will be forever. It will follow me, and I'm sure everyone involved in the ecosystem for their whole careers.
It will follow me. Girl World will follow me their whole career, so she said fuck you to Girl World.
Okay.
I was too lazy to put it in. Not sure when I'll upload again, but thank you for being here for this era and all that.
Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah, okay.
What a fake.
That
All
was pathetic.
No, that wasn't pathetic at all. And it's really, really disgraceful of you to have someone who put out a video of how they really felt about what was going on in their life, and you chose to sit here and pick it apart, but you don't like when people do it to you, right?
That was about as real as a $3 bill of a response. Or statement.
Shit. Oh my god, I can't spell, honey.
You're just figuring this out now. You can't, not only can you not spell, but you can't speak correctly. The English language just skipped you completely. You can't, you're terrible.
Take your time.
My hands, man.
I hear you. Jesus.
Perhaps it's your piggy fingers that are getting in the way. Maybe you're a little too swollen and need to step offline for a while. Go lay down somewhere. Maybe that's what you need.
Be careful. Check. That was a beautiful call.
That was. Alright, so, I don't know. I've been looking, and we had a phone call, but, I am looking at trying to find the
Messages.
The messages.
Should I have one more of them, and then I want to go for them.
Yeah.
It won't take me. I'm not doing that. It's too long.
No, I get it.
Annoying.
So, I'm trying to find these DMs. Where do you find these DMs? Does anyone know?
They're probably burying it.
Beck releases DMs about Amber. No.
Oh, hey. You should go to that Kate Winslet channel.
Yeah, maybe Kate Winslet has it.
I mean, it seems like she covers everything. Like, she's got videos on everything.
Was she?
Yeah. Not the real one. Man, she's pretty. I never realized how pretty she is, really. I was never really like, wow, oh, she's pretty.
There we go.
Beautiful. All right.
Beck, stepsister.
Okay.
No content for that. What about Beck? Becky's cameo in Mean Girl, Becky's Eyes, Becky's Busy Day. I'll Be Your Mirror. No.
No?
No.
I think they're scrubbing shit because they're supporting Beck.
That's interesting. Why is this being hidden?
Why do you think?
What's up with this?
It's like the Academy would like to hide stuff from Roman Polanski, right?
Right?
Yeah. It's the same deal. Let's hide it all now. Because we're supporting her. Them. Shit. Them.
How about kind of good, kind of Beck exposed?
Maybe.
The Vinland flag controversy.
You are pathetic. absolutely pathetic. You'll do anything to find dirt on someone else so you don't look like such a bag of shit. Guess what? The biggest bag of shit on this planet has nothing on you, Shannon.
I can talk about that if you want to.
I don't want to. It's
It's not racist.
I don't care about
And that's
that.
the end of the story, and we can move on.
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. Beck lied about the GoFundMe. Yeah,
That's
let's
really
see
bad.
this.
That's real bad.
Question, how's your car doing?
So Becky may have actually done a real GoFundMe scam after all.
Flashback.
She deleted the GoFundMe page, but not the original posts on her Instagram. You will probably need to pause the screen after the next few images appear to be able to read everything written.
Okay, so it looks like this channel has Beck stuff, so let's see.
You should probably just put Beck.
Yeah, I'll just put Beck.
Just put Beck.
Taco Bell horror story. No. Man,
Good. I'm glad you can't find it, you snake.
this is hard to find. This stuff has been buried.
They're burying it because they're
Yeah.
they're supporting them. There you are.
Yeah, there I am.
Cool.
Karina Babroom. Blame reversal. No.
I don't think I'm going to sit here while she fails to find what she's looking for, which is dirt on another person in the same community as them, which I find absolutely repulsive. But it's Shanny we're talking about, so do we expect anything better from her? Because I don't. I think you are a vile, disgusting woman who has no shame and doesn't realize that that person that you just did a whole 80 minutes talking about has a lot more going for them in life than you ever will. So before you throw the first stone, why don't you make sure your house isn't glass? Because you have absolutely zero ability to call her out, them out for anything. Anybody, really. You don't have the balls or the ability to call out anyone after the shit you and Jason have pulled over the past 6 years. So where the hell do you get off calling out someone else? You think it makes you look any better? Because I hate to be the one to break it to you both, but it doesn't. Look at, she's still looking for it. She's that desperate for content. This is pathetic. Pathetic, and I won't make you guys watch any more of it because there's only 4 minutes left of this. And I won't watch any more of it because it's all phony bullshit. She's so just floored that she said something about monkeys, which she didn't mean at all. Like, she took everything that she said and twisted it to make herself look better. And she better keep trying because it's going to take someone coming on as a, serial, life undoer. Just to have something to talk about, because she doesn't have anything to talk about unless somebody is going to come on here and do her more horrific things than she does, which I don't see happening. I don't know, lovies, but I'm going to go. I have other things I have to do. I just realized tomorrow's Easter, so I'm going to go take care of that, and I hope you all have a great time if I don't talk to you before then, and happy Easter to all of you who celebrate it, and I love you guys very much. Please hit the like on the way out if you liked this, and I will be back soon. Her videos are long, and I can't sit through too much of them in one day. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Love you guys. Bye.
Hey, to whoever may need this nugget of encouragement.